Like you need coaches, you need mentors, you need people in your life to speak into your life. You know how often we try to do this thing alone? Which life and business are a team sport. They're a team sport. You cannot do this thing alone. You can't run business by yourself. You can't do life by yourself. Like it's not how we're designed. So who's in your corner? Who's your mentor? Who's your coach? Who are the people that you go to that are doing life with you that you can talk to about about the good things, about the challenges, about the adversities, about shifting the perspective? Like who do you go to? Or is it just in your head? Or is it just the people that rub your back and say it's going to be okay? Or are there people that push you, that prod you, that say, hey, let's think about this differently. Hey, I understand we're going through some rough times. Let's shift some ideas. Who do you have in your corner? Because you're going to need it. For us to go off and design the life we don't need a break from, you're going to need people in your corner. You're going to need mentors. You're going to need coaches. You can't just rely on yourself. This is a team sport, y'all. Some stuff in there. Again, not if you don't have anyone, ET's probably a great person, right? To be able to connect with, check out the website and see, like maybe that's something that you need. Maybe you need somebody like an ET to as long as you are committed to wake up and right, hear a good message and get motivated and get inspired for sure. You might have some other people around you. You might have some other people around you that can act or serve as a mentor, as a coach, somebody that can again walk with you through life. But there's a bunch of stuff in that video that you should be able to pick up. Remember, grab this stuff out of the air and apply it in your life. Number one, he said singleness of purpose. In Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, he calls it definiteness of purpose. But basically, it's understanding exactly what you're going to do, exactly what your purpose is, exactly what you're waking up every day excited to get after. We got to figure that out. We got to get some clarity around our vision almost at the end of the year. Why do we start having these conversations now? Most people have these conversations the last week of the year into the beginning of next year about how they're going to change, what they want to change, their New Year's resolutions, all the stuff. But guess what? It starts now. How you end this year will be how you start next year. It's not all going to start in January. So we need to start thinking about some of these things. We need to start thinking about what the vision is. What's our singleness of purpose? What are we putting ourselves into? Where are we serving in our lives? What areas do we need to grow in? And what do we need to do to get to that next version of ourselves? These are the things we should be thinking about now with 33 days left in the year, 34 days left in the year. This is the time. So that singleness of purpose. I love the saying, you can't chase two rabbits. I was just telling someone this over the phone. We were having a conversation about where he wanted to go in life and kind of whether he was going to come into business with us or he wants to get a master's and he wants to go off and do the fitness business and all these things. And I was like, hey, listen, man, you're going to have to pick one because you can't chase two rabbits. If you start chasing two rabbits, you're going to catch none. So you're just going to be average and mediocre in all the things. You're just going to give a little bit of energy to all the things. That's not how it works. That's not how you succeed. You go all in. You can't chase two rabbits. You chase one and you can catch that one. But we got to have some singleness of purpose, definiteness of purpose, Napoleon Hill says. A couple other things that ET talked about. He said you got to start strategizing. If you don't have anyone around you that helps you strategize, now's the time to sit down, take some time for yourself, slow down a bit. I know this is the time, sometimes, again, with family, we might be able to slow down or be around family. Sometimes things speed up during these times because we have so many people to deal with and talk to, but you need to take some time to slow down and to start strategizing. What's 2025 look like? Is my vision clear? And do I have a strategy for how to get there? Do I have a strategy for how to get there? You got to slow down to stop doing so that you can start strategizing and figuring out exactly if, like ET said, you're hitting the tree in the right spot every single time. It's better to know, right, that you're going in the right direction slowly than to be going in the opposite direction fast. So you could be moving really fast. You're just heading in the wrong direction. You could be, again, people used to say this all the time in corporate America. You'd be climbing the corporate ladder, the proverbial corporate ladder, really fast, only to realize the ladder's on the wrong wall. like, oh, I didn't even want this at the top of this wall. I need it to be over here on this wall, right? Same thing about our goals, our dreams, our strategy, the vision that we have. You might think you're headed in the right direction, but if you got nobody around you telling you that you're heading in the right direction, you're trying to do it all yourself, you could be heading fast in the wrong direction. So you need someone to take a look and say, hey, are we hitting the tree at the right spot? Even if you're moving slowly, are you going in the right direction? He said you got to move to team dominance, not self-reliance. Again, this is a team sport. Life is a team sport. If you're not around a good team, if you're not able to be around people that you can consider a team, you're out on an island by yourself. And we know what happens when the enemy takes us on an island, right? Once we're away from the rest of the pack, once we're trying to do it all ourselves, that's when the enemy comes to attack. That's when all the doubt and all the fear and all the worry and all the stuff starts to creep in because you're on an island by yourself. You don't have a community. You don't have a team. You don't have a team of people to support you. It's important to be around a team. It's important to get around good people. These are things that you need to make happen if you want to get to the life that you want. Lastly, he said you got to let go of the distrust. You know, the amount of people that I talk to that I might meet them for the first time and I ask them what their business ideas or their idea and they don't want to tell me as if I'm going to steal it. Again, they might not know me. I get it, right? But I don't care to steal anybody's idea. I know ideas are rampant, right? Like it's about execution. Most people don't execute. I can give tons of ideas of what you should do in business and how to make a business happen. But if you don't execute on it, nothing happens. But so many people have distrust with allowing other people to help them. Maybe they've been burned in the past. Maybe you've been burned in the past. That happens. That happens. People, right? It's just human nature. But you know how we talk about changing our thinking, right? So we can change our life. Maybe the thoughts you have around being burned by people no longer serve you to get to the life you want. Maybe what you experienced that kept you safe at a certain time and away from certain people and protected your family at a certain time, well, maybe now those same thoughts are not going to help you build the relationships and the network you need to get to the next level. So maybe you got to change those thoughts. Maybe we have to now think of something different in order to get a different result. So we got to let go of some of that distrust. We got to start learning how to trust the right people. We got to start learning how to be in community with people that can help us. That's what we need to start learning how to do, y'all. And again, you heard a lot of this stuff inside of here. You heard a lot of the stuff inside of the video where you are understanding what ET is talking about strategizing, about making sure that you're getting around a good team of people. These are all things that we can apply in our life. You can grab this and you can go do this stuff, this actionable stuff. But the point, one of the things I honed in on is that you got to have a mentor. In our text, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class by Steve Siebold, it says the great ones use mentors. The great ones use mentors. He gave you examples of, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, right? And Venus and Serena, like from a sports side. We understand the sports side of coaching and mentorship, but we sometimes don't understand the impact of a mentor in our life, in our financial life, in our business life, in our spiritual life, in our relational life, in our health life. Like we don't maybe understand the power of mentor groups and people that are a little further ahead actually guiding you. But it says the great ones use mentors. Here's what it says. It says the masses are content to acquire knowledge, information, and wisdom the old-fashioned way from experience. Champions are different. They believe in working smarter, not harder. This means learning from mentors and coaches who have the ability to accelerate the process exponentially. My late friend and client, Walter Haley, the famous entrepreneur from Texas, used to say that the secret to his success was his ability to copy genius. Instead of investing years in the school of hard knocks, the world class often reaches their heights by standing on the shoulders of giants. Champions are famous for building mentor teams who are already where they want to be. Corporations call this group a board of directors. Individuals call it a mentor team. Mentor teams guide, teach, advise, and encourage performers to think bigger and reach higher than ever before. Let me say that one again so you can understand how important this is. Mentor teams guide, teach, advise, and encourage performers to think bigger and reach higher than ever before. They often provide specialized knowledge and context linked to the area of life in which the performer needs assistance. The overall task of mentors is to help performers raise their level of awareness and expectation. Mentors are continually prodding and pushing champions beyond their comfort zone. The major advantage of the mentor team is the speed with which it accelerates the performer's growth. While average people expand their consciousness at a steady rate, the mentor team demands rocket-like acceleration from their charges. The mentor team is an ace in the hole for champions. The mentor team. Who is your team of mentors? Who do you have in your ear? Who do you have guiding you, teaching you, advising you, encouraging you to think bigger, to become more, to be better, to get out of your comfort zone? Some of you have access to me, and I serve as this for you. Every time we have the conversation, we're teaching, we're guiding, we're advising, we're encouraging, we're prodding, we're pushing, I'm telling you, get out of your comfort zone. You have that in me. Some of you have it just on these Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. But you need people in your life. You need mentors. You need people that are ahead of you in the areas you want to grow in. You can have a mentor in any area of your life. For some, I may serve as a business mentor or a financial mentor, or whatever the case is, because I've been an entrepreneur for 12 years. I haven't had a job in 11, all the things. So I'm a little bit further down the path than someone that's just about to get out of having a job. So I can maybe say some things, shift some mindsets. Hey, I used to think that way too. I understand. Here's how you should think about it. Here's a better way to think about it. Instead of you experiencing it and going through the same things that I've had to go through. You find people in all of the areas of your life that you want success. If you want success in your relationship, do you have relationship mentors, people that are 20, 30, 40 years ahead of you? Can you pick up some wisdom from them? Can they give you some advice? Can they encourage you down some path? When you think something's bigger than it really is, you've never seen it before. You talk to someone that's been married for 45 years and they're like, that's not anything. Think about it like this, and you just get through it. Because you have mentors, you have a team of people. What about in your health? What about in your spiritual life? What about in your financial life? Who's in your ear? If there's anything I can impart on you this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is you got to get around the right people. You got to get a mentor. You got to get coaches. You got to get people that want to push you out of your comfort zone. Remember, our brain is there to keep us safe. It's hard to push yourself out of your comfort zone just by yourself. Yes, some of us have stronger willpower, right? Or, a little bit more drive, and you might want some more things, and you're a little bit more ambitious. So you're willing to take some sacrifices. But in general, we all need a little nudge. We need a little push. We need someone to say, hey, it's going to be all right. I know you might be a little fearful of what's over this ridge, what's over this ledge. I know you might be a little fearful, but we've been here. I've been here. Keep going. Push yourself off. Here's what to watch out for on the way down. Here's what we need to do to pay attention. Here's how we need to change our mind. Here's how we need to change our schedule, right? Like that's what mentorship is. And we're lacking this in our society. Most people don't need more motivation and inspiration. Most people just need a mentor. They need somebody guiding them to say, hey, you're hitting the tree at the right spot. Now just keep doing that over and over again. Don't deviate from this. Or you're hitting the tree in the wrong spot. Let's try hitting it over here. Right? That's what we need. That's what's needed. And the more that you can seek that, the more you can reach out to people, get around the right people. Start having these conversations. It's about to be Thanksgiving. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. You're going to get around family and friends and people that maybe you haven't seen in a while. Start listening to how they talk, to how they communicate, to what's on their mind, to how they think about life. And you might start finding some people that, again, can help you, can guide you down the path, that their mindset will serve you. Because remember, this is a team sport. You need a team to support you. You need people around that help you in this process. When you get a little down, when you hit some adversity, when you hit some trying times, when you hit some low seasons, when you're doing well, It's not oftentimes that when we're doing well, we have people that encourage us, that continue to praise us and recognize us. We need all the things, ladies and gentlemen, but you got to be mindful of it. If we're not mindful of it, we will slowly, the way our society is moving, is we will slowly be more and more isolated. We're as connected as we can be with social media and phones and the internet and all the technology. People are feeling more and more isolated because we don't have people to talk to. We don't have mentor teams. We're not building in communities. This is the key to getting to the life that you want. It's the key because you can learn so much faster. Like they said in here, being a copy genius. It's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. Find a millionaire, do as he does, and you will have what he has. Not literally, but if you find someone that's successful in what they do, you copy what they do, how they think about it, the actions that they take, the way that they look at the thing, you will have similar outcomes. That's what we got to learn on this journey. Walter Haley in this quote says, the ultimate source of information and the whole world's living wisdom lies in the minds of others. All you have to do is ask. All you got to do is ask a mentor to help you. All you got to do is ask. All you got to do is go read a book. All you got to do is, right, ask good questions to get good answers. And you got to remember that you need a mentor. You need a mentor. It says make a list. The action step for today says make a list of the 5 most successful people you know and make a commitment to use the copy genius philosophy with them. Find a millionaire, do as he does. You will have what he has. You want your life to change rapidly. Stop trying to figure it out yourself. Stop trying to just do it all by yourself. Stop being self-reliant. Go get a team. Go get around a bunch of people that understand the journey that you're headed on, that can help you, that are further ahead, that can guide you down the path. That's what's needed. And the more you're mindful of this, y'all, the faster your life grows. I love you guys. I love you guys. I want you to win. You deserve to win. Your families deserve to win. If no one else will tell you that, I will always tell you that. People are counting on you. The people around you are waiting for you to get this information. They're waiting for you to apply this information. So you now have the capacity. That's what you need, the capacity in order to handle the life that's up ahead for you. Thanks for all the happy birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Turning 39 today. So glad y'all could join me today for another morning mindset. I appreciate all of y'all staying on the journey. My encouragement to all of you is continue to grow, continue to develop, because it's too crowded at the bottom of this thing. It's time to get to the top. Love you guys. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you again on Friday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Take care.